When you think of Cuba, do you only think of the beach? Well, wait until we uncover this gem. Cuba is multifaceted, from its lively cities to unspoiled nature. Cuba presents a special mix of culture, history, and beauty. Indeed, wherever you're visiting, old towns, clean beaches, or tall mountains, this island has it all. Today, you're in luck. We present the top 10 places you must see when visiting Cuba. Let's get ready to see the best of Cuba. Before we dive in, let's not forget to mention Cuba's delicious food. The national dish, ropa vieja, is a flavorful shredded beef stew served with rice and black beans. You'll also find regional specialties, like Baracoa's chocolate made from local cacao, and fresh seafood along the coasts. Get ready to explore not only Cuba's landscapes, but its vibrant food culture as well. Number 10. Baracoa. The oldest city in Cuba, Baracoa, lies on that country's far eastern end. Founded by Europeans in 1511, this isolated town is surrounded by mountains clad with lush rainforest. The natural landmark of El Yunque Flat-Top Mountain is a wonderful hiking experience. Getting to Baracoa is part of the adventure, as well as traveling along the scenic La Farola Highway, a winding road that cuts through the mountains. Baracoa is often called the land at the end of the road because it's remote and has an old-fashioned charm. Another thing Baracoa is known for is its cacao. Visitors might get a glimpse of the local cacao farms and learn how chocolate is made here. History enthusiasts will recall the myth of how Christopher Columbus landed in Cuba, leaving a wooden cross which is still on the front door of the Catedral Nuestra Señora on Plaza Independencia. Number 9. Sierra Maestra. The Sierra Maestra mountain range is along the southeastern coast. It's a place that adventure seekers and history lovers should definitely visit. Pico Turquino is Cuba's highest peak, and these mountains were important in Cuba during its revolutionary history. Fidel Castro's rebel army made use of the mountains as a base during the Cuban Revolution from 1956 to 1958. There are many significant places there, such as La Comandancia de la Plata, the headquarters of the rebels. Visitors can also walk through the forested mountains to explore the well-preserved camp and glimpse revolutionary life. For hikers, the challenging climb up to the top of Pico Turquino offers fantastic views of the Caribbean Sea. At almost 2,000 meters, or 6,576 feet, this is the highest peak in Cuba. Climbing up to the summit is a great adventure for all who would like to experience the beauty of the country and its history of revolution. Number 8. Santiago de Cuba. Santiago de Cuba is Cuba's second largest city, teeming with history and Afro-Cuban influence. Founded in 1515, it was the first capital of Cuba and still wears much of its colonial charm. The town is situated on the northern slope of the Sierra Maestra mountains, with streets dramatically falling into a very scenic bay. The city has a lot of cultural significance since it was an important place in both the Cuban Revolution and the country's lively music scene. Among the great events in the history of the city are Moncada Barracks, from where Fidel Castro initiated his first attack in 1953, resulting in the Cuban Revolution. Another important place is the Cementerio de Santa Ifigenia, where Fidel Castro, national hero José Martí, and many other famous people are buried. Number 7. Camagüey. Camagüey is the third largest city in Cuba. It's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's famous for its maze-like streets, designed to confuse pirates. This city, called the City of Squares, is known for its lovely old plazas. There's Parque Agramonte and Plaza del Carmen, to name a few. Next to it are beautiful old buildings, art galleries, and restaurants. Another architectural feature in this city is the large clay jars called tinajones, which were used to collect rainwater during the colonial period. Number 6. Trinidad. Trinidad is one of Cuba's best preserved colonial cities and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Founded in 1514, this small town is like a living museum. It has cobblestone streets, pastel-colored buildings, and horse-drawn carts, giving it a charming old-world feel. There are a lot of attractions in one place, and many of the town's main attractions are situated around the Plaza Mayor. This includes the Iglesia Parroquial de la Santísima Trinidad and some museums like the Museo de Arquitectura Colonial. Trinidad is also known for its vibrant music scene. The streets near Plaza Mayor fill with traditional Cuban music in the evenings. The town is also a path to local natural sights, such as the mountains Sierra del Escambray and the beautiful beaches of Playa Ancón that are within driving distance. Before we continue searching for the next Cuban treasure, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You won't want to miss Cuba's best kept secrets. There's much more to discover. Number 5. Santa Clara. Santa Clara is most notable for associating with the legendary revolutionary hero Ernesto Che Guevara. In December 1958, Che led an attack on the town that proved successful in making the dictator Fulgencio Batista flee Cuba. The city's main attraction is the Complejo Monumental Comandante Ernesto Che Guevara, a massive monument and burial site dedicated to Che. Beneath the statue, there's a museum that tells Che's life story and his role as a revolutionary. Visitors can also pay their respects at his tomb. Another important place in Santa Clara is the Monumento a la Toma del Tren Blindado, which is a memorial showing where Che's fighters stopped a train carrying Batista's soldiers. The train cars are still there, and you can visit them. Just a little off the coast from Santa Clara is the laid-back colonial town of Remedios, which is perfect for history buffs. Number 4. Cienfuegos. The city is called Cienfuegos, the Pearl of the South, and has a special French influence. Founded in 1819 by French settlers, it is an interesting city with unique architecture, such as grand old buildings and wide streets. The historic center, located around Parque Martí, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Notable attractions include the enormous Palacio de Valle, with its Moorish, Gothic, and neoclassical styles, and the Teatro Tomás Terry, a beautiful neoclassical theater. Cienfuegos also has an attractive malecón, or esplanade, that runs along the bay, offering excellent sea views. Number 3. Peninsula de Zapata. Peninsula de Zapata is found on the southern coast of Cuba. This vast natural area has a history and lots of outdoor fun. The peninsula was the site of the famous Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961, and visitors can learn about this in the Museo de Playa Girón. The museum tells the story of the failed CIA invasion and honors the Cubans who defended their country. Most of the peninsula is protected within the Ciénaga de Zapata National Park, Cuba's largest wetland reserve. The park has many animals, including flamingos, manatees, and the Cuban crocodile. Birdwatchers visit this place to view some of the rarest birds in the Caribbean. Number 2. Viñales Valley. The Viñales Valley is in the Pinar del Rio province and is one of the prettiest places in Cuba. It is surrounded by tall limestone hills called mogotes, which rise steeply from the valley floor. Viñales has a stunning landscape. The valley is famous for its old farming ways, especially for growing tobacco. Tourists can visit tobacco farms and see how Cuba's famous cigars are made, from planting to drying the leaves. Viñales is cute and charming, with vivid colonial buildings and friendly inhabitants. Food lovers can enjoy the local dishes, cooked in traditional Cuban style, like roast pork and fresh tropical fruits grown in the region. For thrill seekers, the valley offers opportunities for horseback riding, hiking, and even ziplining above the fields. Number 1. Havana. A trip to Cuba is not complete without visiting Havana, the capital and cultural center of the country. Havana was established in 1519 and possesses much history, art, and music. It consists of various sections, each with a unique feel. Old Havana, Habana Vieja, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, has beautifully restored colonial buildings, such as the Plaza de la Catedral and the Castillo de la Real Fuerza. The Malecón is Havana's world-famous seaside walkway, which is a perfect place to contemplate and see the lively street life of the city. Another must-see attraction is the Museo de la Revolución, located within the old presidential palace, and the Gran Teatro, one of the most beautiful theaters in Latin America. Modern Havana can be seen in the Vedado neighborhood, where visitors enjoy many spectacular 20th century buildings, including the Hotel Nacional and the Copella ice cream shop. Havana is the best destination in Cuba due to its mesmerizing blend of old charm and new culture. Cuba offers incredible diversity in historic locations, natural beauty, and vibrant culture. These top 10 places show you the best things to see and do in Cuba. So, which place in Cuba are you most excited to visit? Leave your comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for more travel ideas. We have tons of other great places to share with you.